Hello, and welcome to another video where, as you might be able to tell by my voice, I'm still ill. No, I'm back to being ill, which is fantastic, but I have my non-sponsored Jakemans, which, as far as I am aware, are the best cough sweets you can get. So, today we're playing a game that I thought we had finished the series of games under the same name. However, I have come across this one, and apparently no, we haven't finished. So, we're back with another game that we've done before, and albeit not my most popular series on the channel, but I don't really care, because I find this series very interesting. If you kind of get in the hints of what it is the test 4, which, yeah, I didn't know that was a thing, but here goes, I guess. Now, for some reason, it doesn't like picking up this game on game capture, so I am going to have to do desktop capture, so it's not going to fill the whole screen. Apologies. It's going to be the same sort of size as my webcam on the video, which is that. Sadly, I can't, for some reason I can't get it to go that much further. So, I hope you enjoy, but you're just going to have to deal with it. So, yeah, I'm going to stick myself in the corner as per usual, and I will see you there. Right, here we have an itchy leg, the test reality check, which, as I just said, is the 4th in the series. That's weird. Right, let's go. Warning. This experience is not for those easily offended. This experience offers many things you may not wish to hear and simply may not be able to handle. Player discretion is advised. Have we had that before? I swear we haven't had a warning like that on the other ones. This experience uses an autosave. That would have been handy for the last one. Think hard before locking in your choices and take time to analyse your answers before making a decision. If you make a mistake or decide to change your mind later, there is no going back. This is intentional and you've been advised. I'm not in a castle. Diary of the Madman. Humanity is the only disease that can cure itself. Okay. You haphazardly place one foot in front of the other and wander aimlessly through the void. Okay. Inside of the inside. He's ugly. Who's that? You twist and tumble and fall through the twisting abyss until your essence is scattered beyond the unknown. Okay, he's cool looking. I like you. The voice of reason. Well, hello there. I guess since you've arrived, we should jump right into things. If you've been here before, you know exactly what this is. If you're new here, then behold. I'm about to ask you a fuckload of overly personal questions, and you're going to provide me with very simple answers, using absolutely no context whatsoever other than the context your mind creates for itself. Okay. I mean, we've done this before, we get the gist. I may ask you questions that feel very similar to those previous, or perhaps they could appear to be the same question, but worded in a slightly different way. Think carefully before answering each and every question. Sometimes our mind will pick up on subtle differences that could change your answer entirely or shed light on a new perspective. By the end of this, the goal is to walk away from this experience feeling as though you've gained something, but maybe you won't. I'm not a fortune teller. I can't see the future. You look like you should be able to tell the future. Look at you. Where's your face? Either way, you're going to take away whatever you wish to take away from this experience, and that might be positive, and it may not. With that being said, I should be able to get pretty decent understanding of you as a person as long as you're 100% honest with all of your answers. If you lie about anything, you're only hurting yourself here, so make yourself comfortable with being uncomfortable. This is not an experience for the sensitive. This is not an experience for the deafened ears and closed minds. This is an opportunity for growth, and growth only comes from discomfort. How does it work, you may be wondering? Fucking... yeah, okay, fucking magic. Cool. He's ugly. Who's that? Is that you? Not really, though. I'm gonna tell you a bunch of shit that your mind probably... a bunch of shit that that your mind already... Oh my god. That your mind probably already knows, but perhaps rests at the back of your consciousness rather than the ever so useful forefront where you may access it on a regular basis. Hopefully you'll find this experience useful in some way, but if you don't, then just remember, you get what you pay for, and it doesn't appear that I'm getting paid by the hour to put up with your bullshit. I mean, the game was only a $5, so... If this resonates with you, then great. And if it doesn't, and you feel like your time would be better spent elsewhere, then I'm sure I'll read your annoying blog about it. Does this count as a blog? Cool. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Here comes the basic bitch questions to begin with. We'll begin the process now. Do you believe you are living up to your full potential? No. Do you feel content with where you are in life? No. Are you satisfied with how you spend your free time? Could do more with it, but... I guess... no. Do you often reflect on your purpose? Okay, I don't believe people have a purpose except to live. Because I don't believe in any gods or anything, right? So if I were to believe that people have a purpose, that would mean I would have to believe that a higher power gave us that purpose, and I don't believe in that higher power, so no, because I don't believe I have one. Do you feel in control of your emotions more recently than... what? More so recently. Are you comfortable with change? Yes. Do you seek approval from others more than you'd like? I have a YouTube channel. Do you believe your life has meaning? Again, just to live. I guess that is a meaning though, isn't it? Are you quick to forgive yourself? No. Do you Jesus. Do you prioritize your own needs regularly? Not really. Are you happy with your current relationships? Majority, yes. Do you believe in second chances? Absolutely. Absolutely. Where are your legs? Or is that where your legs are? You just stood on that table. Are you afraid of being alone? For eternity? Yeah. Otherwise, no. I am most of the time, so no. Do you dwell on past mistakes? Absolutely. Do you find it easy to open up to others? If I know you, then yeah. Otherwise, yeah. Do you think you have a healthy work-life balance? I wish I worked more. I have too much life, not enough work. No. Are you proud of your accomplishments? No, not really. Do you set goals for yourself regularly? Yeah. Do you feel like you have a clear life direction? Okay. There's a lot of things I want to do with my life. None of them are really that related, so probably not. Do you believe in fate? No. Do you value honesty above all in others? No. I don't think honesty is my top priority in other people. It's up there. Honesty is important, but I feel like it's not the most important thing, because you could murder 17 children, but be honest about it. You're still not a good person. So, no. Do you feel comfortable expressing your emotions? Depends on the emotion, but not necessarily. Are you a good listener? Okay. Here's the thing. I'm really bad at listening, but then once I am aware that I need to listen, then I am a good listener. Yes. Yeah? Yeah. Do you forgive easily? Yes. Are you driven by fear of failure? No, because in order to get better at stuff, you have to fail, you have to make mistakes. So actually I'd rather fail. No. Do you like to take risks? Yeah, I guess. Do you value peace over excitement? No. I play horror games. It's hardly peaceful. Do you prioritise self-improvement? No. No. Are you kind to yourself in your thoughts? No. Do you prefer stability over spontaneity? No. Do you believe everyone deserves a second chance? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I think. That's gonna get spun, but yeah. Do you find it easy to ask for help? No. Do you ever question your beliefs? Okay. Beliefs in what? In the bibbages? Because if someone gives me concrete proof that any god, not just God for Christians or Allah, any, right? If someone gave me concrete evidence, or even not necessarily concrete, but evidence that a God exists, sure, I'll question my beliefs. But until that day, right? No. Because there's concrete evidence for other stuff that I can then think, yeah, that's right, because there's evidence for that. There is no evidence of the baby Jesus falling from heaven or whatever. So, up until then, no, I do not question my beliefs, but I would in that scenario. Are you afraid of making big changes? I'm not afraid of making changes, I'm afraid of making decisions that impact multiple people. No. Do you feel a sense of community? I should fucking hope not, I'm alone. No, I feel accepted into groups. I don't feel accepted by the community of YouTube, because YouTube forgets small creators exist, but yeah. Are you comfortable with my own or other people's? Because if it's saying, am I comfortable with other people being vulnerable around me, yes. If it's asking if I'm comfortable being vulnerable with other people, no. I'm going to assume it's on about myself, in which case, no. Do you believe you deserve happiness? Everyone deserves happiness. Everyone deserves happiness. Do you keep most of your thoughts private? Yeah. Do you reflect on your dreams and goals often? I check my YouTube studio every day. Yeah? Are you patient with yourself? Not really. Although I have been doing this for 8 years. No, not really. Do you feel fulfilled in your career? I work, no, I'm not going to out what I do for a living, but I don't exactly work in my dream career, so no. Do you feel grateful every day? Absolutely. There's so many people to be grateful for, so many things as well to be grateful for, but... Do you feel empathy for others easily? Yeah. Hang on. Sympathy is where you're like, oh, that's terrible, I'm so sorry. Empathy is where you actually relate, I think. Yes. Are you able to let go of past hurts? Yeah. Do you hold yourself to high standards? I don't know. I want to be good at loads of stuff. Do you believe people can truly change? Yes. Are you happy with your level of self-discipline? Again, with controlling my emotions. Personally, I believe I've gotten better at it over the years. Yes. Do you feel you have purpose in life? Again, no, I don't believe there is such thing as a purpose to someone being alive other than just to live. No. Do you trust your intuition? Yes. Are you open to new perspectives? Yes. Alright, I think we're done with these ones for now. It's time we move on to questions with a bit more substance. Cool. What time is it? 10 to 10. 10 to 10. It's cowboy time. 10 to 10, 10, 10, 10. Don't be afraid to answer honestly here. Questions are only going to get more personal and in-depth as we go down this deep, dark rabbit hole of a subconscious. Okay. Let's not waste any time. Here we go. Do you feel that you're truly seen and understood by those closest to you? No, because there's some stuff I keep to myself. Are you at peace with choices you made that changed the course of your life? I'd go back and change some stuff. But majority of stuff I am happy with. Do you believe you've healed from painful experiences in your past? Okay. Without getting too deep, some stuff is impossible to heal from. Right? That's kind of a given, right? Some stuff is impossible to heal from. So as much as the majority is a yes, I can't say yes because there are certain big things that I will never be able to heal from. No. Do you genuinely love yourself beyond your accomplishments or appearance? I don't even love myself for them. Are you willing to confront uncomfortable truths about yourself? Yeah. Do you feel you're doing enough to make a difference in the world? No. When you make mistakes, do you treat yourself with the same compassion you show others? No. Are you happy with the way you manage your time each day? No. Do you feel your relationships bring out the best in you? Some of the things me and my mates joke about? Absolutely not. Have you allowed yourself to dream big without fearing failure? No. Do you believe you're worthy of unconditional love? Okay. Again, everyone is, right? Everyone is... Oh, wait, that doesn't say deserving, that says worthy. No. Are you proud of the way you respond to challenges? Yeah. I guess. Do you trust yourself to make difficult decisions? Yes. Wait. No. Shit. Well, whatever. Can't go back now. Are you honest with yourself about the habits that hold you back? Yeah. This being one of the main ones. I've done stuff to cut down from that, because I used to actually smoke a lot. However, I know that holds me back from a lot of stuff. Yes. Do you feel inspired by the life you're building for yourself? No. Are you willing to risk vulnerability to build closer connections? No. Do you allow yourself to feel a full range of emotions without shame? Not really. Have you contributed to creating the situations you often complain about? I guess so, yeah. Do you find joy in the small, everyday moments of life? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for crying out loud, I get so happy when I have my first cup of tea or a cup of coffee of the day. It just brings bliss. And a fresh pair of socks? Yeah, absolutely. Are you afraid of expressing your deepest dreams to others? My deepest dreams? No. I don't think so. Have you accepted aspects of yourself that you once struggled to embrace? No, because I still don't like... Okay. For a long time, I hated the way my face looked, right? Shape, everything. I prefer it now that I have glasses. However, every time I take them off, I then see my face. And I don't like that. I also don't like... I have really thin wrists, right? They're a bit bigger than they used to be, but I have really thin wrists. I hate that. There's a lot of stuff that I don't like, but there's nothing I can really do about that. That doesn't mean I've accepted it, though. No. Are you open to changing your mind when presented with new perspectives? Yeah, absolutely. Love a debate. Do you feel a deep sense of gratitude for where you are in life? Yeah. Are you able to recognise when you're pushing yourself too hard? Not really. Do you seek external validation more often than you wish you did? No, actually. Because I seek external validation about as much as... well, as much as a humble YouTuber, not like ones that beg for a like and a subscribe every 5 minutes. I don't think I've asked for that more than 10 times. What did I press? What? Oh, fuck. Have you forgiven those who may have hurt you deeply? Yeah. Do you have a clear sense of what happiness means to you personally? Apple juice. Sure. Are you content with the memories you're creating in your life? No. Do you often regret things you didn't say or do all the time? Are you more critical of yourself than others are of you? Yeah. Do you take time to celebrate your progress no matter how small? Okay. I think my best way to describe this is my channel, right? It's still quite small. It's what, 78 subscribers, something like that. Couple thousand views over the last 8 years. It's not a lot, but in comparison, I mean. But to me, that is a lot, because I know that each one of those numbers is a person. Each and every one of those numbers, whether it's the comments, the likes, the views, the subscribers, you know, all of that, each and every number is a person, and I I'm so grateful of that, because I'm a fucking idiot. That's what this channel is, just an idiot behind a screen playing games or doing whatever. I mean, for crying out loud, I made fucking rocks and almost died. Like, I am an idiot, so each and every one of those numbers means the world to me, and every single time I wake up and I check on YouTube Studio and I see those numbers, I get a wave of joy, because that is incredible to me. It is so incredible to me that people actually give a shit. So yeah, absolutely. And to me, that's far from small, that's huge. I mean, I don't know, I just think it's so cool. Are you willing to let go of relationships that no longer serve you? Yes. Do you feel that your life aligns with your core values? I mean, my core values are just... What are my core values? Just don't be a hypocrite, basically. If you say you hate something, don't do that thing. If you say you love something, don't go back on that. You know, it's very easy to be hypocritical of things, but as long as you try your hardest not to be, then you know, everything else can be sorted quite easily. And I try my hardest not to be hypocritical. Do you allow yourself to be fully present with the people you love? No, I don't. Are you living a life that reflects what's most important to you? I mean, I guess. Yeah. Do you believe that your current life path will lead you to fulfillment? Maybe, if I just keep at it, yeah. Are you willing to take risks to pursue your dreams even if they seem impractical? Yeah. Yeah, actually, because I never expected this channel to go anywhere. It was a risk. Doing this channel was a big risk, because all of my friends did it, but I was the least technologically smart out of the lot of us, and well, I think I still am the dumbest, but yeah, that was probably the biggest risk, and I'm still here. So, yeah. Have you forgiven yourself for times you may have hurt others? No. Do you make choices that honour your true needs, not just your wants? No. My sleep schedule's fucked, so, no. Are you satisfied with the way you express love to those around you? I could probably do a bit better. No. Do you feel secure enough to be your authentic self, even if others disapprove? I used to change myself for other people, now I just don't give a shit, so yeah. Are you able to recognise when something is no longer good for you? Yes. Do you trust yourself to make the changes you know you need? No. Are you willing to move forward without closure in situations that lack it? I struggle without closure. Like, if I don't get closure on something, I feel a little lost, but I am willing to move forward, so I think that's the differentiation between that, so yes. Do you feel that you're on a journey of growth and learning? I suppose. I guess. Are you able to recognise when you are self-sabotaging? No. Do you find it easy to accept compliments and praise? No. Do you make an effort to understand and forgive yourself for your weaknesses? Understand, yes. Forgive myself, no. I think that's the bigger part of it, is the forgive yourself, so no. Are you willing to set boundaries even if it disappoints others? I don't know. Because I don't like disappointing people, so... no. Oh god. I don't like disappointing people, but I am willing to set boundaries. Shit. Yeah. Do you believe you deserve a life? Again, deserve. Everyone deserves. Interesting. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down, homie. You got it, Brocharcho. I believe I've already got a pretty good idea of what we're working with here. I just want to ask you one last set of questions to make sure we're completely locked in before I give my analysis. If you can expect the same kind of questions as before, but with a little bit more meat on the bone, if you will. Let's dive right in. You got it. Big dog. Do you hide parts of yourself from others because you fear they wouldn't accept the real you? Oh fuck, yes. Is there someone from your past you still think about but pretend you don't? Yes. Do you truly believe you're deserving of the things you long for? No. Have you ever hurt someone you love simply because you were hurting yourself? Yes. Are you afraid of what might surface if you allowed yourself to be completely alone with your thoughts? No, I am almost all of the time. And what would surface, whether it did or not, I wouldn't be afraid of it, so no. Do you ever feel like you're faking happiness to avoid burdening others? Yeah. Is there a part of you that still feels undeserving of love? Yeah. Have you ever sabotaged something good in your life out of fear it might end? Yeah. Do you cling to certain relationships because you're afraid of what life might look like without them? No, I don't think I cling to certain relationships. The relationships I have stayed because they're good relationships. No. Are you avoiding any truths about yourself because they're too painful to confront? Yeah. Do you ever worry that deep down you're not as good as a person as you want to be? I don't worry, I know. But yeah, I guess. Is there something you want to say to someone but feel you never could? Yeah. Do you stay busy to avoid reflecting on the things you'd rather not face? I don't exactly stay busy, I don't do anything. I guess. Do you find yourself envying people who seem more confident or at peace? I will always envy confidence. I am a very socially anxious person. It might not seem it, but I am. Have you examined whether your excuses are actually just fears? No, I've never examined that, and even if I did, I know they're not, but I've never examined it. Is there something you wish you could change about yourself but don't know how? Everything? Yeah. Do you take time to reflect before blaming others for your frustrations? Not all the time. But most of the time, I think so. Are you still angry about something from your past that you can't let go of? Yeah. Do you believe that if people knew your deepest insecurities, they would judge you? Yeah. Have you ever stayed in a situation that hurt you just because it was familiar? Yeah. Do you hold on to resentment because it's easier than confronting your pain? I don't hold grudges against people. I guess so. Are there parts of your identity you've compromised for the sake of others' acceptance? Yes. Do you compare yourself to others and feel like you fall short all the time? Have you ever resented someone else's happiness or success? No. Are there things about yourself that you hide even from the people closest to you? Yeah. But some stuff are just too personal for... I don't want to say public, but, you know what I mean. Do you feel like you rely on validation from others to feel good about yourself? Yeah. Have you ever put others' needs before your own to the point where it hurt you? Yeah. Is there a memory you try to suppress because it still brings you shame or regret? Probably the wrong emotions to put at the end of that sentence, but I guess so. Do you ever feel that you have to earn the love and care of others? Yes. Are you afraid to ask for what you really want, fearing it might push people away? Apple juice? Do you sometimes feel like you're living a life you don't recognise or want? I think everyone sometimes wishes they were someone else, but recognise is weird. No. Is there a part of your personality you're ashamed of or try to hide? Yeah. Which of the following colours resonates with you most at this very moment? Amber, indigo, emerald, crimson, ivory, or obsidian? What an interesting bunch of colours. Okay, let's go through this. So amber is basically this colour up here, right? This orangey colour. Indigo, dark blue, like really dark blue. So like, you see this very faint blue bit here. That's probably your indigo. Emerald, not really on it. It's just green, right? It is literally just green. I don't really have anything, but it is literally just green, right? Crimson, dark red, like this bit here. Ivory, it's basically the text colour. It's like a bone, creamy, it's that colour, right? And obsidian is like a blacky purple colour. I don't know, I love a good red. I love a good red. At this precise fragment of time, which element do you feel closest to? Fire, water, earth, air, aether, and never. Well, those two are Minecraft dimensions, and they're basically the equivalents of heaven and hell. Fire, quite warm. Water, I'm probably dehydrated actually. Earth, I'm in a 3-story house, so no. Air, my window's open. Heaven, I'm not dead. Hell, I'm not dead, so probably air, because I can actually feel the wind coming through the window, so... If your soul were humming a single note right now, which would it be? A low trembling bass, a bright crystalline treble, a rhythmic midtone, a chaotic dissonance, absolute silence, or a blood-curdling scream. I think I've got to go with that, haven't I? If the current state of your mind could be translated into a landscape, which would it be? A windswept desert, a dense, rain-soaked forest, a still, moonlit lake, a crumbling city at twilight, an endless white plain, or a world with no light? I'm trying to figure out what fucking emotions these are meant to give. I have no idea. I mean, you know what? Right, my dream house is a little cottage in the middle of the woods, right? That is my dream house. Or a farm surrounded by... You know, that kind of thing. That is just my dream, right? So I gotta go with that. Metaphorically, which of these visuals resonates most with you at this present moment? A garden growing in the ruins of something once sacred, a candle burning at both ends in a room with no windows, a feather caught in a thunderstorm, light but powerless, an unopened letter slowly yellowing on a forgotten desk, a bridge built halfway across a chasm, waiting idly, and a clock with no hands marking time by shadows and intuition. Okay, this one I can kind of get a picture of what they're meant to be meaning. So a garden growing in the ruins of something once sacred, you burned out, you're coming back, right? A candle burning at both ends. You stuck in the middle of something, or you know, you got too much going on, basically. A feather caught in a thunderstorm, light but powerless. Quite literally, that word right there is exactly what that one's meant to mean. An unopened letter slowly yellowing on a forgotten desk. You could have been something, but you never got anything, like the attention that would have got you where you could have been. A bridge built halfway across a chasm waiting idly. You got halfway to your goal, and you're just waiting to be picked back up again. And a clock with no hand... Fuck knows what that's meant to mean. I'm gonna go with the bridge. Do you avoid certain people or places because they bring up difficult memories? No. Have you made decisions that made you unhappy because you wanted to please others? Yeah. Are you afraid that who you are isn't enough for the people you love all the time? Do you stay silent about things that truly matter to you to keep the peace? Yeah. I don't know. I guess so. Have you ever settled for less than you deserved because it felt safe? I've been told that I have. Personally, I don't think I've ever settled for less than I deserved. I feel like everyone in my life is more than I deserve. But I've been told so. Do you feel resentment towards someone and haven't told them about how you truly feel? Maybe. Do you struggle to accept praise because you don't believe it's truly deserved? Yes. Is there a relationship in your life that drains you emotionally but you feel letting go of? Yeah. Do you feel like you need to pretend to be strong even when you're not? Yeah. Are you afraid of letting people see you struggle? Yeah. Do you sometimes feel ashamed of the things you dream about or wish for? Maybe? I might have... Yeah. I guess so. Have you held on to a grudge because it feels like your only power in a pet? No, I don't. I hate holding grudges. Do you feel you're living a life more focused on survival than fulfillment? Yeah, I guess. Is there someone you feel you need to forgive, but you can't bring yourself to do it? Is there? You got me thinking now. Yeah. Yeah. Do you ever fear that your deepest fears or insecurities might be true? Yeah. Are you afraid that the life you're living isn't truly your own? What does that even mean? No, I know it's mine. Have you ever wished you could start over completely and become someone else? Yeah, a million times. Do you worry that you're not leaving the kind of legacy you want to be remembered by? I guess. Right. I think we're done here. Fantastic. After learning so much about you based on the answers you've provided, I can guarantee you one thing, and one thing only. Oh fuck, this is where it gets fucking, like, depressing, innit? I'm about to drop some truth bombs on you, whether you like what I have to say or not. Seatbelts, everyone. Well, that's pretty. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Open your mind, heart and soul and listen well. My analysis is as follows. Can we just cut through the noise for a second? Can we just cut through the noise for a second? I know you've been telling yourself you're fine, but let's not lie to each other, you're not fine. You've been holding on by your fingertips, trying to make sense of a life that feels like it's spiraling out of control. You feel stuck, don't you? Like no matter how hard you try, you're just spinning your wheels going nowhere. And it's maddening because you're putting in the effort. You're trying so damn hard, and yet it feels like the universe has decided you don't deserve a break. And then there's the guilt, right? The constant, relentless guilt. You feel like you're not doing enough, not being enough for your family, your friends, your work, yourself. Like you're constantly falling short, even when you're running yourself into the ground. Let's talk about that voice in your head for a second. You know the one that tells you you're a failure, that you'll never measure up, that it's your fault things didn't turn out the way you wanted. That voice, it's lying to you. But it's convincing, isn't it? It gets loud when you're already down, kicks you when you're at your lowest, and you let it. You believe it because you're so used to beating yourself up that you can't even remember what it's like to give yourself a damn break. You've been carrying so much for so long that you don't even notice the weight anymore. It's become your normal. But just because you're used to it doesn't mean it's okay. You're not supposed to live like this, with the world crushing your shoulders and your heart running on empty. I know you feel like you've failed in some way, like you've missed your chance, like you're behind everyone else. But life isn't a race, and there's no finish line you're supposed to have crossed by now. The only timeline that matters is yours. And let me tell you something about those mistakes you keep obsessing over. You think they define you, but they don't. They're just moments, lessons, stepping stones. They're not who you are. Who you are is the person who keeps getting back up, even when it feels impossible. But you've got to stop pretending you can do all this all alone. You've been isolating yourself, keeping everything bottled up because you think asking for help makes you weak. It doesn't. Asking for help is one of the bravest things you can do. And those people you think you're burdening with your problems, the one who care about you, they want to be there for you. Let them. Let someone shoulder even a fraction of what you're carrying. You don't have to do this by yourself. But even more than that, you need to stop being so damn hard on yourself. You're human, not a machine. You're allowed to struggle. You're allowed to fall apart. You're allowed to rest without earning it first. Your worth isn't tied to how productive you are or how perfect you can appear to be. You're not just the sum of what you can do for others. You have inherent value just by existing. And I know you don't believe that right now. I know you think you have to prove your worth somehow, but you don't. The people who truly love you see your worth, even when you don't. Trust them. Trust me. You've survived 100% of your worst days so far. Think about that for a second. Every time you thought you couldn't go on, you did. Every time you were sure you'd break, you didn't. That strength is still in you. It's always been in you. So here's what I need you to do. Forgive yourself for the mistakes, for the failures, for the things you think you should have done better. Carrying that shame isn't helping you, it's only holding you back. And more than anything, I need you to believe that you're worthy of love, happiness, and peace. Not because of what you've done or achieved, but because you are you, and that's enough. One day you're going to look back on this moment, the moment you thought you'd never survive, and you're going to see it as the turning point, the moment you decided to stop being your own worst enemy and start being your own greatest ally. Because you are worth saving, you are worth fighting for, and I'm here, rooting for you every step of the way. You've got this. You always have. You just need to remember it. One more thing. Your gifted word is courage. Hang on to this word. It'll make sense by the end of this session. Whether you agree with my words or not, just know that my analysis is only half of the journey, and perhaps not even the most meaningful part of the journey as a whole. The questions that you ask yourself in life are often far more telling than the answers. The journey is often far more rewarding than the destination. And the person who understands you better than anyone ever could is you. I hope this experience helps you moving forward, and I hope you're able to see the positive and use it to your advantage. You're on your own from here, and your destiny rests in your incredibly capable hands. Well then, thank you so much for taking the time to play the test reality check. We really hope you enjoyed your experience. Much like many of our other experiences, this game can be replayed in the future to get a different result. Feel free to play again and revisit the test after time has passed and see what fantastic things await you. As we do with all of our games, we would like to offer you an opportunity to participate in our future games. Gifted word, blah 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 blah. Many of the characters you see on our games are actually the names of players or names chosen by players from previous titles. If you wish to be a part of upcoming titles and have your name selected to be in a future game, please leave a comment for us with your gifted word included, but that's not all. We will also be selecting players new and old based on their gifted words to be a part of something really special that we're working on, completely separate from naming characters. Participation is completely optional, so if you do not wish to be in a game or choose the name of our character to appear in a future game, then simply leave your gifted word out of your comments and we will not select you. We read each and every comment we get on all of our titles so none are missed. We also use these comments to help develop future titles such as our big project Chasing Demons, which I already have wishlisted on Steam. If you're new to our titles, then just know that each person is given a word unique to them from each of our games, which they will then be able to combine in Chasing Demons to create a custom-tailored gaming experience specific to each individual. Which means that what appears in your playthrough of Chasing Demons may not appear in your friend's experience when they play, ensuring that each player gets their own unique version of the game. Once again, thank you all so much for your support, and we hope to see you again in the next one. Until next time, treat each other with kindness, stay positive, and always remember, it may be stormy now, but it can't rain forever. Well then, that, yeah, Random Studios done it again. Shit. Can I? Yeah. I'm genuinely lost for words. Until next time, Random Studios. Well. That was definitely right on the nail. Yeah, that was. Oh, fuck's sake, have I not had the music on this entire time? Okay, I might have forgot to unmute the game, so I hope you could slightly hear it, but I'm an idiot. I'm not re-recording that because then it won't be as... what's it called? Whatever. I think I'm gonna need a day to comprehend everything that I just got told by that game, because as per usual, Random Studios has hit it straight on the nail. I genuinely... I've no words except incredible, and I would recommend all of the test games to everyone. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. Lots of love. See you next time. Sarah.